sponsored by Target. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am in my kitchen and not in my usual setup because today we're making food. Today we're trying out 3 ingredient recipes that I've seen floating around online. There's some of these I've seen so much and I'm surprised that I haven't tried them because they're literally viral. So I'm really excited to get into this. This video is also sponsored by Target, which I think we all love. Specifically, their newest and largest grocery brand, Good and Gather. Now this is gonna be really easy because they have literally every single thing we need to do this video. They have a lot of product in all categories. I'm talking from the basics like flour, sugar, produce to pizza, like literally everything that you can find in a grocery store basically. Literally when you walk into a Target, every single aisle has Good and Gather. This is a huge grocery brand. The great thing about this brand is that they're using good ingredients. By that I mean no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no synthetic colors, and no high fructose corn syrup. So they don't have any of that bad stuff, and every product is designed with quality and taste in mind, so there's something for all the family. So shop Target Good and Gather by clicking the link at the top of my description box. Let's get into this food because my mouth is watering. This one, is it a recipe or is it just like a little hack basically? I don't know. I have seen this literally everywhere. We have mini bell peppers, we have cream cheese, and everything seasoning. Okay, cream cheese. You just smother it right on. And I see people go in with this. So I'm gonna put the seasoning on here. I'm thinking a lot. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let me try some other spices. Hold on. Ooh, this one looks good. Some chili lime. Ooh, this stuff is good. It's good. I don't know. Maybe I just had like a different idea of what this would taste like. It's a lot of bell pepper for me. Me and Jasmine have been raving about the cream cheese and bell pepper, my little sister, and I want her to try it. You like it? Is it just me?
That's cream cheese. It's scrumptious.
Girl, I'm tripping. Like, I want to love it so bad because I've been like hyping this up in my head for like months. Should I try it again? Girl, that one's better. You know what? It's good. I think I'm just not used to like the crunch with the texture. I mean, Jasmine loved, she's a kid and she loved it. Like, you guys try it out, let me know what you think. This one right here, this chili lime, I think it helped a lot. Like, this is bomb. This next one I've seen everywhere. It's basically buffalo mac and cheese. You've probably seen this with like restaurants where they get the nuggets, they get the mac and cheese, and they do like the whole concoction or whatever. But I'm actually doing it at home. So we need some mac and cheese, we need some buffalo chicken, and more cheese on the side. I mean, it's pretty simple. I feel like all these recipes, I mean, they're 3 ingredient recipes. They're really simple. But this one is more like upscaling your mac and cheese. So we got our mac and cheese. This smells so good on its own. Buffalo mac and cheese, are you kidding? We have our buffalo chicken and we have cheese. That smells so good. Now we're just gonna take our buffalo chicken and we're just gonna like shred it on there, like little bits basically. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna sprinkle some cheese. Oof. Ugh, look at that. All the cheese. Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. My mouth is literally watery right now. Yo, that is so good. Like, this is something I would order at a restaurant. Oh, I'm like actually going in right now. It's really good.
Let's bomb the city. Wow, it's so really good.
Bomb, huh?
Wow, it's like delicious.
Yo, I would like legit go out of my way to go get the ingredients again just to make this. Buffalo mac and cheese. If I didn't have to try a bunch of other recipes, you guys, like I would literally sit here and eat all this. Next up, we're making churros. When I saw this recipe, it said 3 ingredients. I just think it's ironic how there's 10 ingredients in front of me. No, this is actually like 3 main ingredients, but you know, we're not counting the seasonings and stuff. And they look pretty easy, so I'm really excited to get into these. We're gonna make our dough first. So we have this pot, 1 cup of milk. So we're getting 1 cup of milk in our pot. But while that's boiling or heating up, I'm gonna take 3/4 of a cup of flour plus 1 tablespoon. We're gonna be adding that once it cools down. All right, you guys, I think this is like really hot. Ooh. Let's turn it off now. Okay, now we dump in all the flour at once. So we're just gonna mix it until it pulls away from the sides basically. We're getting all that flour and milk mixed together. She's definitely unsticking. So as you can see, it's like kind of just rolling around, you know? And now before we get into the eggs, we're actually gonna let this cool down for a bit. But this is what we got going on. So now that we have our dough cooled down, I put it in a bowl and we have 2 eggs. We're gonna crack them in one at a time. Going in with 1 egg. I'm also gonna go in with a teaspoon of vanilla and we're gonna start mixing it in. Next egg. Now that the dough is nice and smooth, it's time to put it into like a piping bag. We're just gonna dump it in. Okay, so our oil is ready. I'm kind of scared, so I'm just gonna squeeze them in and then I'm gonna cut them as I go. That's how I saw them do it. Oh my god, wait. I should move them around a bit, like. Wow. Oh my goodness. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini churros. So we have our churros now. We have our mixture right here, like with the sugar and cinnamon. I'm just gonna start rolling them in them. So here comes stuff.
You want to try churros?
Look, look.
Oh. It's good? You like it?
You want more? Okay. Okay, so I think Chubbs approves. You want more churros? Come on.
Wait, I was giving it to you.
He wants the whole
Oh.
thing.
Yeah, you
Oh my god.
You want more?
I thought he was just gonna try them. I didn't know he was gonna want to eat all of them. He really likes the churros, girl. You want more? Alright, Skitty. So, I mean, obviously Chubbs likes the churros, but just Myra? Wow. What'd you make these out of?
Girl.
Flour, eggs, and milk, girl.
Oh my
3
God, this is
ingredients.
really good.
Whoa. All trying to hype me up. It's actually really good.
You want some?
Hi. Oh, girl, he think he's taking the whole plate with it. These are good. I mean, you can't go wrong with churros. Next up, we're making piggies in a blanket. So all you'll need is pastry dough, some sausages, and sliced cheese. This one is smoked chicken sausage. This one's jalapeno cheddar cheese. We have options today. This is actually like a 2-ingredient recipe, but we're gonna do some with cheese. Okay, honestly, I just noticed this right now. So convenient, literally. They're individually packaged and sealed, so you could like save them for later. I mean, you could do that with other packaging, but I do always notice that they can dry up if you don't use them quick, so this is so genius. God. Oh my gosh, this kid is gonna have a lot of energy. I'm gonna start rolling like this. Let's roll these piggies up. Okay, so I could just cut it right there. Oh wow, this is a big pig. So let me spray this with butter, my pan, and my parchment paper. Start laying these piggies out. There's cheese in here. We're gonna pop this in the oven at 425 for 15 minutes. Yo, these are like really, really thick. They actually look bomb. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. And the ones with the cheese, the ones that have the sausage with the cheese, look huge. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Yo, the bigger ones are jam-packed with flavor.
Yo, these are bomb.
Have you had pigs in blankets before?
Okay.
Next up is a very viral trend that I've seen literally everywhere. It's literally miniature pancakes. People either like just eat them as mini pancakes, or I've also seen people eat them as cereal. All you're gonna need is self-rising flour, an egg, and some milk. We made the self-rising flour real quick with some flour, salt, and baking powder. We have 1 cup of the self-rising flour. We're gonna add 1 cup of milk and 1 egg. Mix that up. And then we're gonna transfer it to a squeeze bottle so that we can get those tiny pancakes. Oh my gosh, how am I supposed to flip these tiny pancakes? Okay, I'm gonna flip them with toothpicks because that's the only thing that seems to work, honestly. And now that I'm thinking about it, since they're so small, maybe they'll get a little bit crunchy, and that's why some people like to eat it like as a cereal. almost filled the whole bowl up. I'm just kidding.
Maybe like 2 more rounds.
2 more rounds, Rome. They have a tiny crunch, but on the inside they're so soft and squishy. So the texture is what I'm living for. I think I might actually love these. Holy crap, it all makes sense now. Like, I get it now. This took at least 10 batches to get a bowl full of these mini pancakes. It took a lot, and I like pancakes, so they're good. And I think what people like about these is that they have that little crunch on the outside, so every little bite has like a crunch with a soft inside. There you have it. I mean, I know they're gonna taste like pancakes, but I wanna know like the hype, you know? You know what? I think a lot of the hype is because they're miniature. I said it. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Do the mini French toast. That would be like on point.
I kind of want to try them with milk, like how people try them with pancakes. Okay, y'all want to hype it up? Trash. I don't understand, like genuinely do not understand how anybody's eating this as cereal because the milk is literally sugar. Pancakes cute, but like so not worth it. But the actual mini pancakes, they're pretty cool and they're also really crunchy and soft on the inside. Maybe not the cereal part. Kind of regret adding milk to it. Last but not least, I am so excited about this one because this is in Esquite. If you don't know what an Esquite is, it's literally just corn in a cup. And now I know that there's people that like to put it like in a pot, melt it with butter, and you know, you add all these ingredients, but this is a really fast way to do it where you can, I'm telling you, you could do this like in 5 minutes. The simplest way possible, easy snack, and so delicious. I know there's people that literally will like cut it straight off the cob, girl. If you're lazy like me, like just use some canned corn. I'm just gonna pop it in the microwave. However, I'm gonna take the juice out because I'm gonna like cook it with butter in the microwave. We're just gonna dump them in a bowl. Yes, that is actually so much more than I thought. I'm literally just gonna drop in half a stick of butter like that, and there you have it. You're Esquite. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave every 30 seconds or so, and I'll mix it just to get the, you know, get the heat going with the butter. Infuse the corn. Our corn is ready. It's steaming. So what I like to do is just go in. Again, I said there's different ways that people do this, but this is just a really fast way. So we have our corn inside the cup. We have mayo, about a spoonful, sometimes even 2, depending on how smothery you want it. I'm also gonna mix in a little bit of whipped butter. I'm gonna add a little bit of that whipped butter in there. That butter taste with the mayo combined, heavenly. This is that butter that's like really soft, like not just regular whipped butter. Like look at this butter. Oof. Some cojita cheese, tastes amazing. Add some chili powder, girl. Let's give it a taste. This is what it looks like, by the way. You guys, I know it doesn't look like super crazy appealing because this is like super fast, but this is gonna be great. Girl, I just don't understand why you had to snap. This was the fastest one out of all of these. If you thought the other ones were easy, like this took what, 5 minutes? Like actually like super fast. I made a good 4 servings of this. Delicious. Not just like, oh, an okay snack, like delicious. I'm all nervous, like. She said that for it to be canned, she's surprised that it's really good. She likes the churros. Oh my god. See, I'm telling y'all, my parents are shook. They might try it next time, making it in 5 minutes instead of a couple hours. There you have it, y'all. My Mexican parents liked it. Like, what? Okay. It's good. And there you have it. I mean, I think everybody loved the food. My favorite was the buffalo mac and cheese and the corn in a cup. Those were my favorite, hands down. I feel like everybody else's favorites was the churros. I'm pretty proud of myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click that like button. Thank you so much to Target for sponsoring this video. Make sure to click the link at the top of my description box to shop Good and Gather. If you guys make any of these, make sure to tag me on social medias. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Thanks to Target for sponsoring this video.